Remember the days you were 17 years old? You were so cool, knew everything about life, and your parents were clueless, annoying, uncool, and being seen with them was embarrassing and degrading? Greetings, my name is Joseph Yeager. Welcome to another Life in Perspective broadcast. My objective is to provide thought-provoking discussions so you can optimize your perspective on life. That period of our life is full of ironies. On the one hand, we act as if we have it all together, yet deep down, we feel so insecure. We actually believe that the cool kids are cool, and if they look our way, they actually like us. We wear the latest trends and hang out in the hottest spots while trying hard to hide braces and pimples. We have an opinion about everything and make snappy comebacks just to have the last word, but rarely recall what we said or why we said it. We created so much drama about mostly trivial stuff and couldn't comprehend how our parents could possibly be so aloof. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so by clicking the subscribe link below. You may also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The next 35 years were a blur for me. How I got to where I was just a short time ago is both a miracle and a pretty pathetic story, which I do not want to rewrite. I learned more from this story in the past 2 years than I did while I was scribbling it, and the story I want to write moving forward is a far cry from it. Although it may likely be the case for most of you, I'll speak for myself and share what I learned in the hope that those of you who can relate can rewrite your story to represent what you ultimately want to be remembered for. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that much of what I did at 17, I simply kept doing. I may have, in short spurts, managed to go beyond those limitations and show a glimpse of my potential, but, true to form, kept reverting back to the same limited and ego-based thinking. It amazes me that when I was stuck in my ways, no amount of people, encouragement, and exacerbation made me get out of my own way. Looking back, I must have been insane because seeing significant improvement when I did get out of my own way didn't sink in enough to convince me that doing the same thing and expecting different results obviously didn't work. I often say that regrets are a total waste of time and energy, and so I made a conscious choice to carry none. But that doesn't mean I don't carry anger and frustration at myself for letting it go on this long. I can't get out of my way in the past and just have to make sure I get the heck out of my way from now on. There is no one but myself to blame, and no one but myself to make change happen. Most importantly, and a huge motivator for me, is that now that I am aware, have the tools, and a transformed mindset, I lost the right to live with no regrets. Except for death or a coma, no excuse will be acceptable to me, and no amount of comforting words from family and friends will ease these feelings. It might beg the question as to how I came by this volcanic awakening, and I can't take the credit for that. That credit belongs to the woman I love, my life partner, Amy. It was at a point in my life where I felt low enough for her to express her concern for my lack of desire and direction and where I might end up if I continue on this path. I will never forget that conversation. And she was right. There was no more hiding, rationalizing, and settling. I came face to face with and was completely surrounded by my demons. There was no escaping or talking myself out of my predicament any longer. And frankly, I was sick of running and hiding. I was ready to get the heck out of my own way. We'd like to believe that the stupidity and obliviousness of our youth dissipates with age. It doesn't. There are those who find a way to persevere and thrive despite these being present. There are those, such as myself, who mask them well as they drown in them. The need for validation, acceptance, justification, logic, acting as if, wanting to be someone else, get things to impress others, working to live rather than working at what we love, passing and fending off judgment, and constantly searching for meaning, thinking that if we find some, it will be the answer to all our prayers and a divine signal that it's time to make a move. If that's your strategy, good luck. If you feel how emotional this is for me, take it as a warning, and the sooner the better. that this day of reckoning, to me, felt like the day leading to a war of independence. The internal revolution is still going on because the old me has more than 50 years of battle experience, and the new me is barely out of boot camp. And although the new me is winning now, the old me is relentlessly at my heels. However, the thought of the next 50 years being anything like the last 50 is unacceptable, and for me, that is motivation enough. I'm determined to get the heck out of my own way. If you're in your 20s and 30s and think you have time to figure it out or find yourself, and that things come to those who wait, I suggest you wake up from the delusion, get the heck out of your own way, and figure it out by taking action. You'll only find yourself by doing, failing, and learning, and get used to the idea that the only things that come to those who wait is what's left over from those who hustle. Time is irreplaceable, passes at lightning speed, and waits for no one. Having lost family members and friends at every age level from infant on, every day is borrowed time, and wasting it is an arrogant crime. So, if you haven't figured it out by now, there are plenty of difficult challenges ahead of you. Don't allow yourself to become one of them. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and let me know what topics you would like my perspective on in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.